in their fists. Bonnie and Mandy. Make sure you're always watching, or you could miss it if they ever kiss. Those two wildflowers did what they had to do, and now they're free. And it's gonna be as wild as it can be, with no apology. Bonnie, Scalisi, and Mandy Jones, Wildflowers. Wildflowers.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're looking live at the Wildflowers. I'm Mandy Jones, the comedian, and as always, next to me is the beautiful
Bonnie Scalisi. How are you? I almost forgot my name.
It is the 50th episode of the Wildflowers. Congratulations, Bonnie. We made it.
And that's not even counting the other show we did on another network.
Yeah, we used to be under a different name, which is why we have Shut the Fuck Up, I'm Trying to Watch Three's Company mugs. And I don't know why it's not letting me maximize the screen here. So I'm just going to...
There you go.
There we go. You learn something new every day, like how to do something you've been doing for 50 episodes. So, Bonnie, you want to tell me what the topic is tonight?
The topic tonight, if you guys want to weigh in, is we're going to be talking about talk show hosts or game show hosts. Who are your favorites? And you could tell us why, or what did it for you. But that's what our topic is tonight. And that song was written by Robert Soleil, our theme song, our opening song. And he's in the band Street Fighter, and I just went to see them this Saturday night at Eisenhower Park, and it was raining out, and even though it was raining, people came with their lawn chairs, and it was wall-to-wall people, and they put on a fantastic show. And we're invited to their barbecue, so It's really cool. So I had a great time. They were amazing. So do you want to plug some things before we get started with our wonderful guests?
Yeah, well, we have a couple things coming up. It's going to be it's September 1st today. So we have September 13th, which is Monday. We have the free monthly show over at G's.
Oh my God, is that this Monday?
No. This Monday coming up will be Labor Day.
Okay.
And then the following, so the 13th. Yeah. And then we have September 24th, Bonnie and I will be Terry McNeely's Laughs in the Little Room at Levittown. So go to Govs.com.
Buy tickets
because that's going to sell out. Then what else do I have? On the 1st, I'm going to also be at G's Club hosting a show. On the 4th, we'll be back because that'll be the first Monday of the month again. And then the 15th, roast battle for Stephen Rocco Blitz, Yom Kippur, so Bonnie is not going to be out.
That's right. Yom Kippur, I'm staying in my house.
But she wants me to win, Kathy, for the roast battle.
Yeah, I don't take sides. I love both Kathy and Mandy, so I'm glad I don't have to root for anybody.
It's Yom Kippur, so she's saying it.
So I have a couple of things to plug. This Friday, September 3rd, I'm at Club 121 with John Butera. And that's a beautiful venue if you haven't seen it, especially upstairs. It's gorgeous up there. Saturday, September 25th, I'm putting on a show for Felix. I always butcher his name. Felix Risudia, who has a podcast called Let's Eat Long Island. He got very ill, and he asked me to put on a comedy show. So the following comics are going to be on that show. They don't even know because I'm going to put them in a group chat. They don't know the date. They don't know the time. So I'm going to put them in the group chat. It's on September 25th at 2:30 in the afternoon. So some of you who want to drop out, you let me know if you don't want to do it. It's Kristen Tinsley, Justin McDonald, Frank Falia, Pat Marone, Mary Capone Dolan, Danielle Broussard, Helene Witt, Esther Forrester, Keith Fitz, and Tom Galati. And if any of those people drop out, I'd replace them. So if you're interested, just messenger me. And also that night on September 25th, I'm again with John Butera at the Loft, but there's no flyer yet. September 7th, I'm co-hosting with Michelle Astor's podcast, Disturbed and Confused. And on September 21st, Mandy and I will be guests on that same podcast, Disturbed and Confused.
Oh, and 9/9 will be with Limo Talk.
Right, that was the next one. On September 9th, Mandy and I will be guests of Graz and Bobby from Limo Talk. We love them. We're going to be creating some events that we're going to do. And please join my Facebook group page. I just started it 1 week ago. It's called Bonnie Scalisi's self-centered shit, and in 1 week I'm up to 163 members in 1 week.
It's taking off.
It is taking off. So now we're going to get to our wonderful guest tonight. He's done everything from touring with Jim Brewer, working with Metallica, working with performing at Madison Square Garden with Dave Chappelle, the multi-talented Paul Bond.
Hey!
Did I butcher that introduction?
You butchered it pretty well, but
So sorry about that.
yeah, that's fine.
Well, I just want to tell you a bunch of people who are tuning in, and if you have questions for Paul, besides our topic, of course, do that. Jan Brenner is all the way from the Arctic state of Arizona.
Yeah.
Our wonderful Robin DeVito, Adam Snare from Florida, all different parts of, that's the beauty of this. It's all over the place. Is tuning in. Peter Najak is tuning in. Bill Hansen. Susan Pinky.
Najak.
She's, did I butcher his name again? I'm sorry,
think it's
Peter.
Najak.
Peter, you're going to have to tell me how to pronounce your name. Susan Pinky is from G's Club. So she said, yeah, we can't wait. We can't wait. We're that's Chris Monty is headlining that. So Paul.
Chris Monty is on?
He's going to be our headliner at G's Club.
Oh, he's great.
On the 13th,
Yeah. And Tugboat Manny is the host. Am
I
correct?
can't say enough about Chris Monty.
Yeah, this is a nice
I love him.
gentleman.
Yeah, he's
Well,
awesome.
yeah, I think we know each other at least 15, maybe 15 years now.
Oh.
So let's get to you, Paul. We've paid you in cat food.
Oh,
Let's talk about that.
I am an animal rescuer by day.
Yes,
so
with cats.
I have, I pussy galore. I got more.
So do you only deal with cats, or do you guys rescue
We have a
dogs?
dog part too, but
Okay.
cats and dogs don't get along. I don't know if you noticed. So my part of the shelter is the kitty cats. And if you want to donate food, pate. Why? Because the other shit flies all over the car. All right. I got to feed these people. I call them my peoples every day. I'm like the coffee truck. I go beep beep, and they all come running. We build housing and feeding stations, and we spay, neuter, house feed, and we do medical and foster and adoption. So if you want to adopt,
I have one cat, and I can barely take care of that one cat.
wow.
I've never had.
I don't know how you do it with lots of cats.
So you're computer adept and kitty adept.
Yeah, well, I remember to feed her and take care. John P. Patterson Jr. said, "Tell Paul we got cherries."
Oh, it's an inside joke because I ordered a dessert once after the show, and I go, "This has cherries in it. I didn't order cherries. I don't like cherries. Just has cherries." And I started getting really silly about it, and they all started laughing because that's what you do in a spontaneous moment.
Yeah.
But thank you for having me on, ladies, on your 50th episode.
Yeah, you
I am
made it.
honored. And I weathered the storm.
I liked what you chose as the topic.
Yes.
You wanted to talk about game show hosts and talk show hosts.
I'm old school. That's why. I love where everything came from.
So who are some of your favorites?
The ultimate favorite is Johnny Carson.
Mine too.
Is that right?
So
Is that
we
weird?
agree on that.
In fact, on my talk show, which we'll talk about later, I did a salute to Johnny Carson. He did Karnak the Magnificent, where he played a soothsayer from the Far East.
I remember it. It was
And he would
awesome.
give the answer to the question, and then the question
What
was the
is
punchline.
da, 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 da.
Like, let's do a local one. The answer is Mineola. And you would go, Mineola. You're like, Ed McMahon, repeat.
Mineola.
Right. The answer is Mineola. And you go,
Mineola.
okay, the question is, what would you call a very small Ola? So it's that kind of silly shit. And
Yeah.
but I did Paul Knack the Incorrigible. So it goes a little darker.
Oh.
Yeah. My talk show pulls no punches, as they say. And it's a fun show. But anyway, we're not talking about that right now.
Well,
I'm getting off schedule.
Adam Snare's favorite is another one of mine, which is David Letterman. I love David
Letterman too. Yes, absolutely.
He
Letterman.
did a lot of interesting skits. Like he would throw. One of my favorites was when he would get up on the top of a roof
And throw stuff off the
crap
top.
off the roof.
Yeah.
And see it smash to the bottom. And I don't know why, but everybody loved that, including me.
It was great. It was
just
yeah.
so
He would just
stupid.
and it would do it in slow
Watermelons,
motion.
and then you see it all explode. And people would say suggestions on what he should throw off the roof.
Right.
And he did a lot of silly things like that.
Yeah.
So,
It was just a slow motion of it. It was very artistic. It looked like a Jackson Pollock painting by the time it hit the ground. But
yes.
he was like TV's bad boy, and that's what I liked about him. But he He actually emulated Steve Allen. Steve Allen
I don't remember.
was his favorite talk show host, and Steve Allen was the host before Johnny Carson.
Okay.
I think it was Steve Allen, Jack Parr, Johnny Carson. I think that's the way it went. But Steve Allen did outrageous stuff like Letterman did with the Velcro suit, and then he would jump on the wall and stick, you know. But Carson for me was the man, because if you watch old Carson shows now, which he's so engulfed in the guest.
Yeah.
You know, he really listens. You could tell he cares about what they're saying. By the way, do you have any tissues handy? Because my nose is in hyperdrive today, and Carl Malden called, and he wants
I really have like nice tissues, but
Thank
I'm going to
you.
give you a really rough
That's fine.
napkin.
These are napkins. Actually, napkins
I'll take one
are better.
of those too.
Napkins are better.
Thank you.
Because if you ever flick a tissue like this, and you ever see all the particles that fly out of a
that's
tissue?
true.
That'll get
That's
you
why
to
I
blow
don't
your
use that
nose
when I
more.
put in my contacts, I use a paper towel and not a tissue, because the little specks get in your eye.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you're right about that.
So you learned something today.
I didn't even realize you wore contacts.
Yeah.
All
Otherwise I
Jews, all
can't
Jews
see.
wear contacts.
That's right.
Oh, so he's anti-Semitic, is he? Oh, no.
Oh, so
that's all right.
Peter's telling me how to pronounce his name.
It's Nidic.
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 I'll never get
Yeah,
that, Peter.
no, I remember writing Nidic.
And he said, like Letterman better than Leno. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a big Leno fan.
Not a huge Leno fan, but I'll tell you what, he was a monster stand-up.
Oh, I haven't
Oh
seen his
my
stand-up.
God.
Yeah.
I saw him at Eastside Comedy.
Mm.
The old Eastside, the one that was in Huntington. And he just killed it from the second he came on stage to the end. It was amazing. And this was before he was like Jay Leno. This was a guy I just liked when he came on Letterman.
Right.
He used to come on Letterman and go, "What's my beef?" And he would tell you, "Manuel Lewis is learning karate. Why?" You know, like that kind of stuff. And he would be funny and outrageous for Letterman, you know. And they were buddies. They were very good buddies. And because of the whole, I think they still remain buddies. I think it was for the cameras that they pretended that they didn't like each other.
I didn't even know about that there was a feud.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe for a moment, but I think Letterman knew Carson wanted him. Carson always wanted Letterman to be the follow-up to him.
Yeah.
And in fact, there's a great episode of Johnny Carson where Letterman comes on, and it was just before the torch was handed. So Johnny goes, I think something like, "So how does it feel?" He goes, "Just like what I expected." You know, like he was being Letterman. You know, Letterman was, he was like the college bad boy, even though he was way over college age. He was for college kids and stuff. His stuff hit the younger
Yeah,
side.
they loved him.
Yeah.
I think I was in college when I was watching him, actually.
Yeah. A lot of us were just either just out of college or whatever. He had a morning show before that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had a morning show. Paul Schaefer was still the musical director. He was too advanced for the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like his style of comedy just did.
It's very interesting how these this is very different, the talk shows. Like me and Mandy have an equal partnership, but in a lot of these talk shows, you had the main person and then some doofus off to the side who was like the yes man. You know, like Letterman had Paul Schaefer. Johnny Carson had Ed McMahon.
Right.
So,
but I see with Conan, I respected Andy Richter though.
But Conan is clearly the head.
Conan's the head.
And he's on
it's
my
not
list
called
too.
the
I
Andy
love
Richter
Conan
show,
O'Brien.
but Conan for me, other than Letterman and Carson, Conan is the shit for me. I just liked him because he was reminiscent of Letterman. He did a lot of remotes. He made some of his help stars on the show. You know, like Letterman would have Chris Elliott on a lot, who a lot of people say I look like, but I don't see it. But
I'm not. I don't remember.
Chris Elliott was the guy who did the Man in the Floor. He would come out of the floor, the staircase in the audience. He was the wacko on the show. But with Conan, he would take like just a guy who was like a gaffer or just somebody that was really no personality. There's a guy, I forget what the hell his name is, but he went to Italy with this guy. And it was some of the funniest shit because the guy has nothing. But Conan would constantly rag on him and make every bit funny. You know, whether it's going to an espresso shop or it made Conan shine. You know, and it was Conan at his best. You know?
One of the things I liked that Conan had is that he would pan to the studio audience. I don't know if you could do this with COVID now, but he would pan to the audience on one person and then just like label, like this person, you know, forgot to make his bed this morning. Or they would pick on one person.
Right.
And it, you know,
they would just put a thing underneath.
Yes.
Coming back from commercial.
Involving the studio audience into what they were doing.
I think Letterman did that.
Letterman did that too. Letterman actually would talk to the people. He would go out, I believe, and talk to, like, just pick somebody at random and, like, you know. Wendy Williams does that. She goes into the audience and she talks to somebody. Yeah, he's good. I like Wendy. That's a woman.
That's my mistake.
He's a talk show host.
Right.
But see, Johnny did Stump the Band. You would go up and ask people to sing certain songs or name a song, and then Doc Severinsen would try to play the song. And Fallon copied that. Fallon copied Stump the Band. I liked Fallon for a while.
He got too political for me.
It's not even that too. It just became too much of his gawking over the guests that kind of made me nauseous.
So awkward and horrible to begin with.
It's just too much. It's just like, and they were friends, and Justin Timberlake is coming on, and we had a 2-seated bike, and I'm like, shut the. Yeah, really. Okay, you know celebrities. We got it.
Is he the one that goes something in cars with people?
No, that's James Corden.
Something about
karaoke. It was carpool karaoke.
They would go in the car. Like, there's something with Paul McCartney. He got into somebody's car.
Right.
And they did a whole thing of Paul McCartney. What game show was that?
That wasn't a game show.
Not a game show.
Talk show. It was James Corden. It's called Late Night with James Corden on CBS. And he would sing.
Amazing.
He would sing. Well, James Corden actually has a good voice, and he could sing. So
I think we're thinking
they would sing together. Paul McCartney got in the car.
Right, and he took him to different spots.
Of his growing up.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
It is James Corden.
All right, so I didn't know the guy's name.
What the hell is wrong with Scalisi? That should be the name of your podcast. What the hell is wrong with Scalisi?
Well, that's close. My Facebook page is Scalisi's self-centered shit.
Well, for me, Carson.
My Facebook friend Harry Flagdrop said Monday, September 13th, Bonnie and Mandy have a big comedy routine at G's in Long Island. Come out and watch them, people. He's traveling to watch us. Where is he from again? Harry, where are you from again? Type in where you're
Harry!
Yeah.
I don't want
Give him hell, Harry.
Yeah, Peter's saying that was James Corden. So he agrees with you.
I am correct.
Thank you.
You are correct, sir.
Thank you, Harry, for giving us that plug. We appreciate that.
Now, in another serious question, who is your favorite host of Family Feud?
That's a good question.
Richard Dawson.
Oh, okay. The
Richard
original.
Dawson.
The original.
The original.
Can you name all of them?
I think I can.
Let's hear
I think it was Richard Dawson.
All right.
And then it was taken over by the guy from...
I always forget everybody's name.
From Home Improvement. The guy who played... Home Improvement.
Is he the neighbor in Home Improvement?
No, he's not the neighbor. He's the guy with Tool Time, with Tim Allen would do. And he would be in the plaid shirt.
If you're asking me to remember...
Oh, no, Ray Combs.
Yeah, there you go.
Ray Combs. And then that guy.
Then Fat Pervert was third. Louis
Anderson was?
Yeah, it was third.
Oh, wow.
Louis Anderson.
Fat Pervert was next. Let me move the mic stand so you can see me.
Yeah.
I have to hurry. I'm in between meals.
Oh, my God, the gap in his teeth.
So Harry is from Orlando, Florida. He's going to travel all the way to see Mandy.
So you know after Louis?
So who's your favorite, Mandy?
After Louis, then there's Richard Harn.
That's the guy from Home Improvement.
Steve O'Hurley.
Steve O'Hurley was?
Yeah. Then Steve
The guy from Seinfeld.
Yeah. And then...
Steve Harvey.
And then, number 7, bonus right now that's going on, Al Roker is doing...
Oh, no!
What? Al Roker's
celebrity episodes where the contestants are celebrities. But we were watching Family Feud on vacation recently. I love Family Feud, personally.
Brandon likes Family Feud. My son who's autistic likes Family Feud for some reason. He watches cartoons and then just Family Feud.
Yeah,
so
that's
there's
my parents.
Something about it.
That's my parents. In fact, Steve Harvey was on every station for a while. He had like 7 shows going on there.
They're always like, does Steve Harvey like the black families better than he likes the white families? Because he does. He gets all chummy.
Well, we
It's
have
so funny.
Lou Prats is tuning in. My boyfriend is tuning in. And Michael Steven Spielberg, he said, how many people got STDs do you think Richard
From
Dawson
Richard
gave
Dawson?
with those sloppy kisses to all the guests?
Come here, darling.
He's like Biden before his time.
Is this your
Richard Dawson, right?
Come here, darling.
Alan Streisfeld is tuning in. Hi, Alan. How are
Hey,
you?
Alan.
Lou Prats.
Alan's a big, he's a big
Lou
rescue
Lou
supporter.
Prats goes, who's the guest? Never heard of him. Because he knows you.
Oh, Lou.
Me and Lou used to take lessons from you.
That's right.
And
I do comedy coaching.
Yes.
And
That's how I met Lou.
yes.
Through you.
That's true.
Yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't know the great Lou Prats.
True. Hey,
That's
Lou,
what I
have you
love.
used the line yet? Have you used
I love his
the
material.
nickname? I'm sorry, I can't bang on the table.
It's hard.
He-
I want to know. The
He has a
name.
great joke. Yeah, we're going to talk about Lou for a second. Lou is actually Red Button's nephew.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so Lou came up with this idea that who has the best nicknames? Cell inmates have the best nicknames. So he came up with in fact, there was a guy named Alamo because a lot of Mexicans got into him, got inside of him. And I gave him the tagline. I said it was the first time his cellmate was able to make fun of him, and his name is Pearl Harbor Necklace.
Well, he said it worked great.
Oh, good.
And Harry says he loves this guy, meaning you.
Harry
Flex, and he's one of my Facebook friends.
Oh.
From Florida, right, Harry? He's traveling from Florida to
cool. Thank
to
you.
watch me and Mandy at G's Club.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That is
So
nice.
Peter says, I'm not going to butcher your name. Peter says Dawson almost licked those women's faces off. He's like the thing is,
Come here, darling. Yeah.
I didn't watch many game shows when I'm not into that many game shows, but my neighbor when I was a kid, she was on the pyramid, the
Yeah.
$1,000 pyramid.
Oh, one of my favorites.
And
Her
partner,
Dick Clark.
Yes,
Right.
I think that was the host.
That was
I
the
don't even
host.
remember.
Yeah.
But her partner, who she wanted to win the money from,
Yeah.
was William Shatner.
Oh my God.
And
wow.
she's not really, she really didn't care about the celebrity part of it.
Right.
She just wanted to win the money.
Right.
And he kept fucking up the answers. And she's like, what an idiot he is.
Oh my
like,
God.
he didn't, he's giving me these stupid clues. Like, she came back and she was like,
Car
"What?"
keys. Car keys. Donkey lips.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Photosynthesis.
That was a great game show.
Yeah, I love that. That show was great. There were game shows I liked that I wasn't crazy about the host, but I liked the game. Like
I love the dating game.
Love
That
the
was
dating
the
game,
best.
yeah. And there were a lot of celebrities on that show.
Farrah Fawcett was on that show.
Farrah Fawcett, Gilbert Gottfried.
And someone that went on to be a
Steve Martin.
serial killer.
Yeah, I saw
Isn't
that.
that something?
Yeah, and he went on a date. He won.
Yeah, he won. And he went on the date. He said he was a killer.
A serial
Killed a
killer.
lot of women.
Well, I wasn't a serial rapist.
So,
Rape is never funny. That was funny.
Yeah, that was great.
So Tony Kaz is watching.
Who?
Tony Kaz.
Oh, Tony Kaz. All right.
He's saying, hey, ladies. Hi, Tony. And Harry says he was making up for all the girls he didn't get to kiss on Hogan's Heroes. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
you're right. Nevin Cummings, how are you? Thank you for joining us.
That had to be the hardest pitch ever for a TV show. Yeah, we're in a concentration camp. And,
Now,
and they're funny Nazis.
I Googled talk show hosts.
Yes.
And I didn't think that certain of these people came under the realm of talk show hosts, but they were listed. So one of my favorites, because I had to make that long ride back and forth,
Right.
was Howard Stern.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
considered a talk show host.
Yeah,
or on the radio.
host.
Well, yeah.
So-
He's not a game show host, but a talk show host.
Right.
Yeah.
I have game show, talk show.
Yeah, I mean, when you say talk show, you
Well, here's the
envision
thing.
television. But
Howard was a talk show host because, unlike Imus did characters and stuff on the radio, but Howard did in-depth interviews.
Yes.
Regardless of
He got
whether you
people
liked
to
him or
say
not.
stuff that they shouldn't have said.
Right. He would get them so comfortable
yeah.
that the bubble was blown off. There was no
Yeah.
facade.
Yeah.
And that was the coolest thing about Howard in the early days. He would just get them to spill the beans about everybody. Well, who was that did that to you? Well, I'm not going to say. And like 3 minutes later, the name comes out because he
got them to
he knew how to
divulge.
manipulate their mind. It was really, he was quite a genius with that stuff.
He was.
He was filthy, but he always walked that line. And he had great writers like Jackie Martling and
Who we
Fred.
just had on the show like 2 weeks ago.
What's that?
We had Jackie Martling on this show 2 weeks ago.
Jackie's awesome. And Jackie Martling and Fred. And he also had this guy who did cartoon voices, Ren and Stimpy. And I forget what the hell his name was.
I know that show.
But he was great on the show because he would do Jay Leno, but he would call it Blue Jay. So Jay would do blue jokes, like dirtier jokes. But he did an amazing impression. It was like spot on. Anything he did. West. Somebody, come on. Billy West. That was his name. He was Ren and Stimpy. And he did a lot of cartoon voices. Ren and Stimpy. You don't remember Ren and Stimpy?
No, I do remember the show, but I didn't know that.
But game show host, really good game show host, Chuck Woolery.
Yeah,
Chuck Woolery, great. Gene Rayburn, for God's sake, the
I
match
couldn't
break,
stand
the
that
match
guy
game.
with the giant long.
Oh, then you didn't like Bob Barker? He had the same mic.
Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't like Bob Barker.
Oh, really? I love
I don't
What
like
is
any of
wrong
that.
with Scalisi? I'm naming the show.
Scalisi's
Mandy's
issues.
fine. What's wrong with Scalisi?
Well, Peter Najak said about the dating game that woman that won the date with the serial killer, she refused the free date. She sensed something was wrong with him, and she saved her own ass by doing
Oh,
that.
wow.
That's good. That
is good research.
Good, whatever research. Gene Marlowe is saying, "I'm still playing the dating game," and my boyfriend.
Oh, Gene, okay.
My boyfriend said the best question on the Newlywed Game. I love that
Okay,
also.
yeah. He was another great host, Bob Eubanks.
Bob Eubanks. That was
He was a
funny.
great host.
The way he would just make fun
He
of
would
the
laugh
guests
his ass off.
at the guests. He was making fun of them.
Is your husband more urban or suburban? And they had no clue what he was talking about.
Yeah, so he said the best place you ever made whoopee. Best answer it was in the butt.
Bob.
In the butt.
I don't
and
know.
Somebody actually said that.
Was that true?
As a contestant.
Was that true?
Yes. Michael, when we're together, we go on YouTube and he shows me this stuff when we're at his house.
Because there's also a story about Johnny Carson and Zsa Zsa Gabor, and she brought a cat. And she says, "Would you like to pet my pussy?" He goes, "Yeah, but first you got to move that damn cat."
Is that true?
Yeah, that I have never seen the clip, but if somebody could do some research on it. Oh, it shows
All right, we're giving you homework.
Somebody pull the fucking set.
While we're on the air, somebody find the clip. It was, I think it was Zsa Zsa Gabor, if I'm not mistaken, and she had a cat, and she was petting her cat.
He could have not taken
And he
that
goes,
job,
she goes,
though.
"Would you like to pet my pussy?" He goes, "Yeah, but first you got to move that damn cat."
That's a great line.
That's a great line.
That's a freaking great line.
It's like Groucho Marx. He hosted. He was a great game show host. He did You Bet Your Life, and it was a woman. And he goes, "Well, how many kids do you have?" She goes, 13. He goes, 13.
Wow.
He goes, "I like a good cigar, but I take it out of my mouth once in a while." Killer line. That was a dick joke, and it went over everybody's head, and it was brilliant. Groucho was brilliant on that show. So he was a great game show host.
So I want to say hi to Barbara Ann. Terry McNeely's mom is watching. How are you?
Mrs. McNeely.
Yes.
She raised that tyrant.
Yes, we all, and why don't we lead this into your show?
Oh, right.
Because her son was a guest on
Well, he
your
is.
show.
He's going to be on the next episode.
So he's
Yes.
on both.
He will be on.
So talk about that.
Oh, okay. Well, the show's called The Paul Bond Show. And what we're going to try to do is I'll put it on my page and you'll link it over to you.
She'll do that because I don't know how.
It was 10. What do I look? There or do I look at you?
You look there. We
Whatever's
look
more
there.
comfortable. This is the
Okay, because I'm looking at you guys and it
I've
looks
been looking
weird.
at you the whole time.
Okay. It's actually, it leans right. It's a right-wing talk show because there are none. I call it a variety show.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
It's kind
hence the topic of
talk show hosts and everything.
This is why we're leading into this.
Yes. The show opens with me as George Carlin. I grew a full beard during COVID.
Ooh.
And Stevie G plays a great Groucho. And we're in heaven, and we're talking about how political correctness has ruined comedy.
Love it.
We paved the way for everybody else, and then they went and shit on it, and now everyone's getting canceled. It's the two of them talking like they would talk. And there's jokes in there. It's a good message in there. And it leads into a voiceover of this guy, Sean Farish, who's on the show, who's been on every right-wing talk show because he does the best Donald Trump impression. It's
I
flawless.
love when people do Donald
It's
Trump.
flawless.
I
It's
just
so
love it.
crazy. It's crazy. Mandy,
Terrific.
it's huge. He does it on the
huge.
spot.
It's
Like he
huge.
automatically goes right into the voice. So he introduces me. I come out and do a monologue. And then we do a bit called Woke Hospital with Stevie GB. He winds up he's covered in aluminum foil and he just escaped from Woke Hospital. So it's kind of like, it's talk show, variety show. It's the right-leaning daily show. You know what I'm saying? And we write smart jokes. I think Mandy leads left, which is fine. But here's the thing. As long as you have a sense of humor about yourself, you'll like the show.
Yeah.
Because the jokes are smart. They're not stupid. In fact, I wrote 2 dumb jokes because I love puns. And I said, did you hear that Kermit the Frog just re-upped his contract? They're calling it the Green New Deal. And not to be undone by Miss Piggy, she created her stimulus plan. But it'll never go over. It'll never be put through. Why? Too much pork. So it's got silliness in it. And like I said, I do a salute to Johnny Carson. I do Paul Knack, the Incorrigible. And I do the Simsalabim. And I invited somebody up from the audience to be my Ed McMahon. This really big guy, 350 pounds, 6'4".
Wow.
And, and he goes, yes, sir. And he repeats the answers. And he's really good. And then
I think I saw a clip of that.
Yeah,
you
that
put
was
for
put up
free as a
there.
clip. So Emily Santosis is yelling out, Paulie, love Paul. I was there. It was great. He was actually talking about
I
you.
talked about you before the show.
Started and said that she, why don't you say it?
She's transgender and a left winger, and she actually said I left at I think you said 98% of the show because
Emily's cool.
It's fun. The show's fun. It's not about hurting feelings or whatever. In fact, when I did get heavy, because Paul did get heavy,
people get angry.
Yeah, when I did get heavy, we kind of took it out because I F-bombed and went off at one point when Sean Farish is the lead, the head of the Loud Majority. They did all the car caravans on Long Island. Okay. So we got into it, and I cut his interview down, but there was a point where I just went fucking crazy, and we took it out. I go, all right, that's a little too much.
Well, yeah, don't let him see you get like that.
So what did Terry McNeely do on that show?
He stand up. He did stand up.
Oh, he just did.
But Steve Rocco Perillo's on the first show.
Really?
Steve Rocco Perillo is on the first show, and we did it on.
I just saw him at my mic yesterday.
He's great.
Monday. Yeah.
He blew the audience away. He
is hilarious.
Every joke landed. Every joke landed.
Funny.
And we do it on a green screen with the comics. So it started out with a red velvet curtain behind me. And I called up Steve Rocco and I go, what would you want for a background? He dresses all in black. He's got black eyeliner. He's got this look about him, the fingerless gloves. And he goes, how about a graveyard? I go, black and white or color?
That's so cool.
So he goes, a color graveyard. So as soon as I leave the stage, it goes, whoosh, the curtain goes by, and then you see a graveyard behind Steve.
Perfect for him.
It's pretty cool.
That's perfect for him. So my friend Jennifer Lentini, who runs the mic with me at Coasters, she's tuning in, saying hi. Jimmy Quinn, who is my Facebook friend, and I found out is related to Mandy. And your mom, Mary Underhill, is saying hi. It's hi to Jimmy because they're related. Yeah. But so
George Gallo's on it. Stevie G is my co-host. Sean Farish, Anthony and Joe Cumia from Anthony from Opie and Anthony, and Joe Cumia and Joe Curry.
I love
plays
Joe.
Keyboards, and they have a Red Hot Chili Peppers tribute band.
We had Joe on this podcast.
Yes. Wait till you see. They did Airplane and Suck My Kiss.
That's awesome.
On the show. And great songs. And they did it in squares. They did a Zoom of the songs. But Anthony's singing lead, and he's in the center square in the top.
That's so cool.
They're called the Funk Monks and the Funky Monks.
Oh, I think I saw Joe posting about that.
Yeah, he posted about that.
I didn't really understand what it was about.
It was the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, cool.
And it's not close. It's like friggin' exact.
Yeah.
It's crazy good. And George Gallo, of course, 2 videos from George where he actually bombarded.
George is like crazy.
He actually invaded a Hillary parade and said, sore losers, shut the fuck up.
He's going to get killed one day.
He's going to get killed. It was so funny because they're in his face going, "Ah!" Watch the clip. It's hysterical. And then George he does a yard sale. But you'll see it. It's very funny.
So for people like me,
Yeah.
who are technologically
Okay,
challenged,
yeah. We were talking about this earlier.
yeah, because you were talking
because
about
it takes a little doing.
yeah, to get to see this show, there's a way to order it.
I'm going to put the link up, and what you do is you click on the link.
Okay.
It says pick a date. It's already recorded. You can pick any date you want. Pick the day you're on there buying it, okay? You can watch it anytime afterwards, anytime, and you can watch it over and over, okay? So
it's
don't
like
get confused by pick a date. Just pick the damn day you're on.
Any day.
And then once you get the link, it's a Vimeo link, there's going to be a password, and that comes in the email. And you'll see small case and of the word. I don't want to say it. And you'll put that password in, and you'll watch. It's an hour. It's an hour show.
I'm gonna watch it.
I think you'll like it. I think you will like it.
I definitely am going to watch it. But
You know what? If you like me, you'll like the show. It's just crazy. It's fun. And I like I said, I didn't want to be an asshole about it. I just wanted to be funny and
right,
smart.
we don't want to divide people. We want
No.
we want to.
No.
Get
In
people
fact,
to
I
be
wanted
together.
left-wingers to watch it and go, yeah, I like the show.
Exactly.
Because I'll tell you what, I loved Jon Stewart on The Daily Show.
He's on my list.
I thought
he's
he
great.
was one of the best.
So funny.
And he's leaning.
Yeah.
But what he did
but
was...
it's so ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
He would just talk about... He would...
Sorry, folks.
As much fun as he would poke at the right, he would poke at the
Yes.
left. Because they're just such idiots.
So
But-
one of my Facebook friends, Porcupine Smith, is watching, and I promised I would shout him out if he tuned in. He was asking me when the show was because he's in another state. And he's like, "What time would it be Eastern
My
Standard
show?
Time?" This
your show.
And I'm like, "I don't know." And he's like, "How could you not know?" And then he's like, "Send me the link." And I'm like, "I don't know the link." So anyway, you made it, Porcupine. So thank you for being here. And there is no burlesque show. I don't know what you're talking about.
Porcupine what?
Porcupine Smith. He's one of my Facebook friends.
Okay.
Just because it is 7 minutes after
Oh,
8,
shoot.
we're going to do our sponsor just
You
real
do that.
quick.
I'll be sitting here quietly. I'll grab my
Yes.
guitar in the meantime.
Oh,
How's that?
perfect.
Yeah, we're gonna
That sounds
segue
great.
into that.
I'm
So
gonna go this way.
our sponsor is Keys Love Jewelry, stainless steel jewelry, all nickel and tarnish free. Keys
deliberate.
Cutlery, knives, swords, and self-defense equipment. Excellent quality for reasonable prices. Shop online at keyslovejewelry.com or keyscutlery.com, or you can go in person at Lala's Flea Market, 1075 Portion Road in Farmingville, New York. His phone number is 631-379-1781. And Key Fitz and his beautiful wife Teresa are amazing. And Key is one of the rare people in comedy that gets along with everybody. You know, like he's just a wonderful soul. So support his small business. Buy something from either the jewelry side or the self-defense equipment side, and support Key and small business.
And it is Teresa's birthday today. So happy birthday, Teresa.
Oh my God! Yes, happy birthday, Teresa. She's the best.
She really is.
She is the
Little
best.
commercial music.
I don't know if it's in a shopping center, Barbara.
You have any other sponsors?
That's it. That's the one.
I'm working on a cookie one, but I kind of butchered the name. So Paul obviously is multi-talented. That's how I introduced him. Not only
That's
is
pretty
he a
good.
comedian,
Thank you.
but he plays the guitar.
Yes, and my guitar heroes in comedy, there's 3. Steve Martin, number 1, even though he played banjo. His silliness was really what got me to start doing parodies. And you're thinking,
I love Steve
it
Martin.
could be Weird Al. No, Weird Al was not an influence. It's too long, although he did the videos and they were awesome. Dennis Blair, who opened for George Carlin for 18 years.
I don't know.
Dennis Blair and Gary Delina.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, look them up. You'll know who they are. In fact, we had a short-lived show called the Rock and Roll Comedy Tour. Me, Dennis Miller Leary. I got two. Dennis Blair.
A little dimension.
Yeah. Dennis Blair and Gary Delina and Paul Bond. And we were called the Rock and Roll Comedy Tour. And we would go out separately with our music and then come together at the end and sing 3-part harmony songs, which was great.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
We did that at the Borgata.
I was
Cool.
trying to remember the song that you always do with the daughter.
What? With the
Well,
daughter?
The song about the guy supposedly singing to his daughter, but it's like very rapey.
Emily wants you to play her, her
oh,
song.
the Bruce Springsteen song.
Yeah, Nevin Cummings says play the Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
and Emily says play her
Now,
song.
this is the weird part about this
You're getting
song.
requests over here.
I didn't even have to change the words to the song. It was creepy on its own.
It's not even a
It's a
parody.
big hit.
It's true.
And when you listen to it now, you're like, what the fuck is he saying? So I go, hey, little girl, is your daddy home? All right, first of all, why is he asking that? That's a red flag.
Yeah,
Was
that's
he
a
looking
big
for
red
clearance? You know? I would shut the door, little girl. Yeah. Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go away, leaving you all alone?
That's creepy.
I got a bad desire. What? Oh, I'm on fire. At this point, you're like, what the hell? And then it gets worse.
How could it get worse?
Hey, little girl, is he good to you? Does he do the things to you that I do? All right, what the hell? What is he doing with these children? That is creepy. Look for Mike's Hard Lemonade and condoms. What's he doing with these children? Hey, Springsteen, leave those kids alone. Alone, leave the kids.
Well, Emily Santosa says to tell Paulie to play Hey There, Delilah.
Hey There, Delilah, yeah. This is about a date gone real
And Harry
wrong.
goes, Bruce is a weird man.
And you know what's weird?
We're all weird. Why do you think we're
Once you hear the song, you'll know why she wanted the song. Here we go. This is a date gone real wrong for somebody. Hey there, Delilah, we first met. Things were cool, only to find out you misled me and you played me for a fool. What to do? Now I gotta make the hardest choice. Couldn't even tell from your voice. Oh, why'd you lie to me? Oh, it was tucked, I couldn't see. All right, she had a dick. Is anybody confused out there? It's important you know that because there's a lot of dick jokes on the way. No, I'm not a homophobe, but you could have warned me when you disrobed. I'm sure I turned a lighter shade of pale. We'll get found out it's a mistake, but your Garden of Eden has a snake. It's like two hammers with nothing to nail. All right, two hammers, nothing to nail. I don't want you to miss a dick nuance. Two dicks in one. Oh, why'd you lie to me? Oh, stay away from my hiney. Oh, why'd you lie to me? Oh, you stand up when you pee. That's not right with me. Thank you, Emily Santosis.
And Greg the Flippo's tuning in. Greg, I want to tell you something. Because he's making fun. He goes, is that weird Al Yankovic's father? No,
yeah.
But Greg the Flippo, you posted something on my new group and Facebook deleted it and then put a thing in place for me to look at posts before they, because I just let people put whatever they want.
Right.
Don't let her hate it.
Right.
Go on
So, Greg,
here.
you ended up censoring my group because you were putting on, kind of X-rated
Greg pushes
stuff.
the limits.
Yeah, Greg does push the limits. And Robin says, Harry Fudge, we're talking about there was a storm, so we thank you for coming out in this rainstorm.
Yeah, I weathered the storm.
Yes.
I'm a good witch, so I didn't melt in the rain.
Yeah.
So it was fine. Here we go. Here's a quick one.
Okay.
I saw my first real G-string while I was doing 69. He was wedged up there really good. Had to pull it out of her behind. True story.
That one I never heard.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard that.
This is actually,
I was just in a show with you last week.
I see that.
I saw you do stand up.
Oh, that's right. You were there.
Club
You came down to
121.
support. It was very at the
No,
club.
I was in the show.
You were in the show, but you're going to be back in the show again.
Yes.
Club
yes.
121.
I only do a quick six minutes, so You might
That's
have
all I
missed me.
do.
You
But
might
that's
have
in
been
the bedroom.
bathroom.
I do a quick 6 in the bedroom, but I do over an hour in the show.
No, I had a great time.
It's actually my wife's fault that I'm here. She said, "Go be an asshole somewhere else."
Bruno is watching. He says, "Good. Sorry, I'm late." That's okay, Bruno. The weather is getting to all of us.
Here's every interlude on every sitcom. You know, John's going to come over. Well, we'll see about that later. And then it cuts to the next scene. And John's coming over. That's it. It's interlude music.
Okay.
I just loved. All I did when I first started was play guitar. I didn't do any stand up. I used it like a shield.
And that's why
Yeah.
when I introduced you and I said you were at Madison Square Garden, were you doing?
I did stand up.
Oh, you did stand up.
Yeah, because it was opening for Jim Brewer. It was Robert Schimmel, God rest his soul, Robert Schimmel, Jim Brewer, and then Dave Chappelle. And it was a crazy, crazy night, man. Just like, hey, this is Madison Square Garden, pretty cool. And it's just
Huge.
an honor
That's
to
a
walk.
huge place.
Yeah, it's a little bigger than some of the places that I've worked. I was going to name a place. I went, that would be mean. I don't want to do that.
I know, like where we're
A
gonna
little
be
bigger
tomorrow.
than nothing.
Than the
So
little room of governors where Mandy
Oh.
Bonnie will be on
Okay, this is
24th.
This is
Well.
up for you to plug something.
Oh.
Harry Flagdrop said, "Please, Bonnie, Mandy, send me the information on this guy. He's freaking hilarious. I love him." So if people,
Yeah, we'll
if
get you
people,
the link.
if people want to find you,
'Cause I'm-
how can they find you?
You're
Actually-
gonna get me the link.
most of this, yeah.
And
Well,
I'm gonna
I'll
release
send you the
it.
link for my talk show, and also
Harry,
Mandy-
I'm charging
Mandy will
for the
be in
code,
charge.
though.
So
My-
they should join Wildflowers.
my Facebook
right?
page. That's where you find me.
Yeah.
And you're
Fa-
friends with me, so just look for me at Facebook. I have a
Paul
website,
Bond, like,
Paul Bond.
Paul Bond.
TV, I think it is for Facebook. But if you put Paul Bond in and you see a guy on stage playing guitar, chances are bingo. But the TV talk show, I will send you the link. And somebody's sharing a video. Oh, somebody just sent me the link to your show. Like, I know, I'm on it, Bruno.
No, Bruno shares our link with
Bruno's
everybody.
like
Thank
the-
you, Bruno. He
Oh.
sends it to everybody so everybody can see it.
Aw,
We love Bruno.
That's nice.
Thank you,
It
Bruno.
is. It's great.
I think he's a fan of mine too.
Bruno's the best.
He always supplies cat. Alan Streisfeld is watching. We love
Alan.
supplies. He always gives me cases of cat food every month. Every month I can count on cat food being on my doorstep from Chewy.com or Amazon.
How did you start doing that?
My wife
not
started.
to bring the party down.
My wife started.
Bring the party down.
We came across these cats behind Checkers where we live, and we started feeding them. And then the rescue group that actually dealt with them said, "Would you like to get involved?" And we said yes, like assholes. And now we've been involved in animal rescue for a long time because it costs a lot of money. That's why I'm saying I'm going to be putting up a fundraiser on my page because it's getting to that point.
Again, I don't know how to give on fundraiser pages.
You don't know how to get on. It's
I
right
don't
on
know
the
how
page.
to give.
Oh.
Do it.
Anyway.
I have to be in person to do these things.
So come see my shows live.
Okay.
I usually do. I don't work the main rooms. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to do that. But I do a Pro America comedy tour, and it's usually at a VFW or Knights of Columbus or something like that. And I actually start off the show by singing the Star Spangled Banner to salute the troops.
I
and
love
the vets.
that.
And I got to pick the right key, or I'll pop a nut. It gets pretty high. But anyway, yeah. So it starts off that way. I usually have one. So far, I've had one opening act, and I've done over an hour.
Cool.
Just banging it out. And I do a salute to George Carlin in my show. Yes. I do How Did the 7 Dirty Words Become Dirty? It's not written by him, but it's inspired by him. And then I go into George, and I do the whole bit. And have you seen that
I
bit?
already have.
Okay.
seen
I love
that
it.
Thank you. It's a 7-minute piece
great.
that it took a year and a half to write it because
It's great.
I wanted to get it right.
Yeah.
When you do an homage
Oh,
to your
look.
hero, what's that?
He shared the link.
Oh, there you go.
Bruno, you are freaking
He's
amazing.
so cool.
There he is.
That's
PaulBondComedy.com.
And Barbara is saying Terry had to do a disclaimer about his cats. His last show I saw, he really does like cats. Oh yeah, he does.
So
this,
no one thirsty.
yeah,
that's right.
At him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
don't worry, I really
the
like
cat
cats.
people will come out and claw you.
Yeah, yeah.
They
You
have
know.
an agenda.
Yep. All right. But I do play guitar seriously, and I do play guitar for parodies. So if you like a well-rounded show, I'm old school, new school, and that's it. That's
And
it.
Joe Curry also plays an instrument. So when he was on your show, was he playing an instrument?
Hold on, it's just under my shirt. No, no. Joe Curry was in the Chili Peppers band. He played the keyboards.
Oh, so he was.
He was playing keyboards.
He was playing keyboards. Okay, cool.
In my aeroplane. And he's like,
Do
yeah.
you play any other instruments?
No, just his organ. So
No, do you play any
I play
instruments?
guitar, drums, and bass.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I play drums.
You really are a Renaissance man.
A Renaissance
you do
man.
it
That's
all.
how somebody introduced me. A real Renaissance man. I go, am I coming out in armor? What the hell's going on?
You are.
You know why there's no Asian Renaissance fairs?
Why?
Because there'd be too many chinks in the armor. You see, you can't do a joke like that on regular radio. Too many chinks in the armor is a funny joke, but people are too damn sensitive. I make fun of everybody in my show. I'm not politically correct. I don't intend to be. And by the way, yeah, I do want to save this shirt. Yeah, so if you're offended by this flag, I'll help you pack. That's right. And that's in honor of our fallen in Afghanistan, and 9/11. Everyone's calling it an anniversary. I prefer to call it a memoriam.
Yeah.
A 20-year memoriam
Yeah.
of 9/11. 'Cause
Emily has to
I
leave,
know.
so thank you
Okay.
for tuning in.
Yeah, birthdays. I mean,
It's a
weddings
celebration.
are anniversaries.
Yeah.
This is our 50th episode. We were like, oh,
Right.
anniversary.
That's an anniversary
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But when you say 9/11, it's like,
Yeah, I
it
don't
just
really celebrate
it just brings the celebration to mind. And I'm like, I don't know.
Wrong word.
So I said the 20th year memoriam
Okay.
of 9/11, which I think is more appropriate. I think that gives it its due,
Yeah.
you know. So that's it.
John P. Patterson Jr. wants to know
Yeah. The
why are there
cherries.
no Asian NASCAR drivers? We don't know.
No, because they can't make a reft. That's why. That's it. Yeah, there's a couple of Asian jokes there. Why? Because they gave us the virus. I'm just kidding.
Barbara and Terry McNeely's mom wants to ask Paul
Yes.
about Terry the time I introduced him to the biased crime cop I worked with. Do you remember that?
What was it again? Say it again.
Okay, Paul asked. She wants you to ask Terry about the time that she introduced him to the biased crime cop that I worked with.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, Barbara, you're gonna have to go into more detail. We don't get that. Thank you, Harry's congratulating us for 50 episodes, and that is just 50 episodes of the Wildflowers.
Yeah, we were formerly another name.
That's right. So two women who haven't killed each other, who get along.
Yes, that's very good.
Like how many episodes
I
if
know,
you added
I
them all
really-
together
I
with
really-
the other one? That would be
It was
like
63.
so 63 plus 50. I'm not good at math,
What is that,
but whatever
113?
that is, Mandy and I have been through it
You really
all
don't know what that
together.
is?
And they say women are catty and everything, cats, but
It is 113, right? I know that.
What is wrong with Scalisi?
I need a
That's
calculator.
a great name. That's a great name for a podcast. What is wrong with Scalisi? And every show you just go, I don't understand, and they'd be like, oh, Jesus, Bonnie.
My
Everybody
boyfriend
loves Bonnie.
will concur that is
Yes.
true. All right, so Nevin Cummins says, "Oh no, now we're all going into Chinese jokes. What is a Chinese rupture? One hung low." Boy.
Wait,
Oh
yeah.
boy. Michelle Astor, hi, how are you? We were plugging that we're both going to be on your show next week, I believe.
The following.
The following week?
21st.
The 21st, Mandy and I will be on Michelle Astor's show, Disturbed and Confused, which I'm a little confused because it used to be Tuesday nights at 8, and now she's
Did you
talking
say
about...
Disturbed and Confused?
Yeah, which I
Wow.
love that name of that
Yeah.
podcast. So when Michelle knows the exact time, I don't want to plug anything. Yeah, Michelle, what you'll tell us when you're gonna. Harry's sticking up for me. He said, "Stop picking on."
Oh, come on.
No,
good
I can
fun.
take Paul because Paul, I know I love
We
Paul. Paul
yeah,
loves me back.
we're friends.
Yeah.
We break
So
I break her balls. Believe me, she's got them.
so my
That's
boyfriend
Stina.
says, does Paul know that after the Tiananmen Square incident in China,
Tiananmen Square.
they had to recall the tanks they used because they found the chink in the treads?
Of course they did. What do you call a fat?
Michael, stop!
I know. What do you call a fat Chinaman? A chunk. You know, it just.
Oh my God.
we digress and we're moving down.
Yes.
I love all Asian people. I taught a lot of Asian students my whole entire career of 32 years.
No disclaimers. No disclaimers.
I love Chinese
At my
people.
show, there's no disclaimer. I make fun of
Just
blacks,
Chinese.
Spanish people. Yeah, I make fun of the Asians. I make fun of Germans. I
Yeah,
make
let's
fun of
make fun of
everybody.
everybody.
I'm an equal opportunity
Thank you,
destroyer.
Susan Pinkett. She's wishing us a happy 50th show. Thank you. And Paul, thank you for being a part of our 50th
I
show.
loved you. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Coming out on a rainstorm.
Yeah.
He braved the rainstorm. And there was a point where
And try
I
to
was
find
driving,
house numbers in a rainstorm.
Yeah, and the rain was coming down so hard. I had on the expressway, everybody was stopping.
Yeah.
That's how hard the rain was coming down.
Because I was officially coming on time for the 7 o'clock sound check, and then it wound up being 7:12.
Which is fine.
How did that happen?
You know,
That's why I always say that.
If you want to adopt a pet, please see me on Facebook. I'm always on Facebook. That's where I do my lives. That's where I pitch all my stuff. And I do appreciate you guys having me on because
we're
anywhere
so
I can get the
thrilled.
word out about my
yeah.
rescue, about my TV show, about things coming up. I appreciate it. And I'm going to blow my nose.
And then should we Star Spangled Banner play us out?
The Star Spangled Banner?
Yeah, it's a very patriotic
No, I don't play it on
tribute.
guitar.
Do something else.
I don't play it on guitar.
Oh, you just
I
really
sing it.
Bust your balls.
Oh, see, can you see? I'm not singing it now. I got a nasal problem. All right, I'll play something out.
All right, play something out.
And Bruno is putting all your
Surprise
links
us.
on there.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you,
Bruno.
This is.
We appreciate you all.
Here we go. Can't get away from the Asians, can I?
we're like in a tunnel going down there wondering, oh, Harry said great show, great guests, girls can't wait to see you. We can't wait to see you, Harry.
Two longs don't make a right.
Too long. Oh, you got very small time. I'll do a short version of teabagging.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Okay, here we go.
I just recently learned what that meant.
The hard way.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-bow. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-bow. Teabagging is all right with me, as long as you don't use your teeth. I'll squat and dip them in your face. I can't imagine how bad those damn things taste. Okay, I know some of you are at home are going, what the hell's teabagging? Well, ladies, this is what you do during teabagging, so listen up. And God forbid this should happen to you. You want to be prepared. Because if you think your guy is nuts over you now. All right, here we go. Ladies part. You smell. Can you wash it? Can you wash it? All right. All right, here we go. Big finish for this. I'll open my mouth far and wide. I'll try to fit both of them inside. Can you wash it? You smell. The worst part of this is the view. Darling, I love you, but thank God you only got two. There you go. Teabagging. Live, love, and learn. Thank you, Wildflowers.
That's so funny.
So much.
So just as I suspected, Harry goes, how do I get this? You know, like he's just like me. And I'm like, just press the link that Bruno put on there. I'm telling you. And then
Bruno, thank you, buddy. Thanks for playing along with us here.
Oh, Nevin Cummings says, I have a studio show coming up. All you guys are welcome to come on October 14th.
Oh, nice.
To come to the studio. Just became open. Everyone just has to be vaccinated. You and Paul, please message me if you are interested.
Vaccinated?
Uh-oh. You lost two of us.
I guess you're having no guests.
Everybody said, Greg says you're freaking so freaking funny.
Thank you.
Michelle
again.
Astor said really great. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Share the show.
Share the show. I forgot to say that. Oh, my God.
Share the show.
Everybody, press the share button right now.
It's frozen.
Share it to groups.